Alright, I'm going to try to actually, like, not cut my recording in half, where it's not supposed to be. I tried to do recording already of, like, me playing the Chainbreaker here, as well as my friend playing the Clairvoyant, but accidentally cut the recording before we basically got anywhere, so not great. Anyhow, yes, Chainbreaker and Clairvoyant. Let's see how this basically goes. Now, note by the way that at this point, we're basically getting fairly high in the ranking, so it's gonna be unlikely for me to be like winning against Guardians at this point, unless they get like really good runs, which is possible. But it requires basically both luck and finding like good trinkets and stuff, but also there's a lot to basically like deal with here. Alright, my friend needs to go to the Radiant Marker, which means I want to avoid Argolaph over here, I think. We'll go to Cynder here for this one.
That scent on you. I can't quite place it. I know it so well. Oh. So, she decided to deliver on that promise of hers, hmm? Well, I suppose even someone as old as the gardener has a few surprises left in her. Ill-guided as they may be. Don't want too many cooks in the kitchen, after all.
Alright, well, that's what the scribe says. Okay, we got ourselves Radiant Market up here, we got ourselves Vengewwood, and we got ourselves Proving Ground. So, our friend wants to go to Radiant Market for, like, his quest, so we're going to do that. I also have a quest here as well, so there's that too. There's a Barrier Potion, there's Sundance.
Whew. Haven't been here in nearly an age. Most of the things worth getting already been got. Still, getting a bit of fresh air never hurt anybody. As for the artifact you're looking for, found it locked up a little further on. Mimic sample number 26, whatever the ink that means. But since there's some sort of mimicry involved, I figure there's a binding or two you might know that could resonate and unlock that sucker for you. You be careful now. Whatever used to be locked up with it wanted to get out real bad.
Alright, let's see what they want here. So, all this question now, just have to see how it's going. Alright, so index of the artifact when it's slammed. So, create a mimic of yourself using After Image in a Radiant Market. So, we have to get ourselves After Image for this quest. And we got this stuff here, so let's get this. We'll get After Image. None of these are really important, so let's get an Unclaimed Boon for now. Alright, so the Chainbreaker. Well, my friend basically interacts with him to sort of learn what he needs to get. Basically, this class is all about hitting things. And you basically build combos to basically let you, reduce the cooldowns and this stuff over here. It's basically less about using these very expensive combos and more about these abilities here. And more about just constantly using Ruined Strike to basically just go over the place. I'll note this class isn't really about doing damage, more so it's basically about upping DOTs and stuff, so that will be the plan here. I'll let my friend lead the way this time around, so he basically pick what we're basically doing. Let's go over there. He's playing the Clairvoyant, so we'll see how basically it goes, but hopefully he'll do better than I did. Now, this class is really hard to play because it basically, it's very slow to build up. It's only by, Book 2 you basically really get strong, and even then, it's, not guaranteed. Alright, they're basically trying to attack me, which is not great, but whatever. Alright, so this book requires me to use the After Image, I guess, a whole lot. Yeah, I want to use after damage a lot, so... Let's see how this goes. Yeah, I don't inflict in high amounts as a thing, so... Let's get rid of him. Now, note that my friend basically has, like, a class that, like, you know, emphasizes auras and stuff. And basically, like, what auras basically has here will basically, like, you know... Let's see here, iron damage. So he's got basically like the Omni damage one. Add to both physical and magic damage, increase the damage from the sources by 1%. I have to basically be in his like binding range when it basically goes off his idea. So I have to keep that in mind. This would go up at this point, I think, over here, so... Let's hit this a few times. I suppose you have to test that out to sort of figure it out. Basically, he's, like, his abilities are basically all about, like, you know, being inside his aura when it basically gets off. We're gonna get Poison Vapor here. I'm getting really bad, you know, luck for this stuff over here, unfortunately, but whatever. Look at this one. This isn't too bad to get, because it has two of these things here, so... Let's get those. I think we want to get this right now, but... Okay, we'll get that. I'm good with like going, like, destroying Vestiges too, because I have something to destroy, but whatever. So in common here, so Sapping Eruption, inflict 1 sap. Sudden Ruin Strike, so we want to get this. Blurring Image grants a stack of blur. This lets me do a lot of damage if I want to basically like go for like a damage build, but that's not really great with this class, so I'm not going to worry about it. That reduces damage if you go for it, but you know, whatever. Now let's get this, why not? Anyways, with this character, the idea is I want to basically build up a lot of like dots on things, so we're going to basically aim for like poison or, you know, other like DOTs based on stuff where we can. Okay, you're dangerous, I think, so I have to keep that in mind. Let's poison these guys a little bit. Yes, I got on me, as you can see right there. So basically how it works is, if I'm basically inside when it uses this ability, Psychic Pulse, it'll let me like get like increase so like, you know, physical and magic damage from like omni damage basically, which is nice. We try this guy a little bit. Next to him as well. Just get rid of him that like that. Gonna have to kill it ink pot, but whatever. I'll let my friend basically go first because he can, like, you know, increase my damage and endure stuff. Possibly. Oh well. Let's start bopping this stuff, I guess, so... Now note that basically inside is pool, but like this guy basically teleport attack, so I basically have to worry about, like, you know, when I'm basically standing with this guy. And yeah, you can see he's basically slowly get tick down, so like, you know, go along here, which is nice. Let's do that. And I'll take a small hit here, but it's fine. Alright, this guy's doing an area effective attack, so don't worry about that a little bit. Cool, Thief on a String just triggered, so... I got some HP back there. Let's just pound on this guy a little bit. We'll do that. Good time to use Blur. So I have to use it one more time in order to, like, you know, all about just beating this guy down as fast as possible here, so... I don't think we did enough damage, unfortunately. I mean, he's gonna die, but... not fast enough. Oh, wait, maybe... no, it's not enough. But we just got a small little thing here where we basically shove him around. I can poison him. Okay, let's see here. That's not too bad, basically, get precise. I'll note this is a character that really benefits from getting critical attacks, so... I could start building critical. But I kind of like the idea of dealing more damage to, you know, poison enemies, so... let's get that. Point of Decay. On dealing poison damage, gain one poison damage until end of combat. Is this good or bad? I want it for, like, you know, this stuff here, but whatever. I might be poisoning myself here. Alright, Eruption. I can basically change this to Spear Corruption or Tethering Strength. Or Tethering Surge. I don't know if these, like, you know, upgrades like to sort of like get them at this point for, like, you know, stuff I basically have like yet to unlock, so... I've already had Spear Corruption and Chi Overload, so... Deal physical and magical damage and medium arc, gain 1 martial master per enemy hit, so... Basically lets me, like, get this up faster, so let's get this. Why not? And yeah, that's the thing. We basically unlock me to get more stuff, so you get yourselves an upgrade. Awesome. I mean, I never used the, like, cosmetics, but, you know, whatever. I'll unlock them anyways, to say I did. Do we need to see the Chronicler for anything? I don't know. Let's see him, why not? We don't have anything to spend for, like, you know, this stuff, so... He did.
What has happened to the singing? I hope that when the sea sang again, we'd begin to wake from this nightmare. Did something occur during the attunement? What was it, Needless? Tell me! My apologies, Needless. I know that you gave your best efforts in the whole endeavor. I just can't understand how the sea could go silent again so quickly. Surely the attunement should have worked.
Yes, we tried to do stuff for Sky and it didn't really work, but oh well. Alright, start statue on defeating an enemy with which has Frostbite, Inflict Shatter. I don't really need Everfrost, but I would basically get Execution, which is nice. I love this basic ability right here. It lets me get Shatter and Hex, basically boost up my, like, you know, Shatter and Hex speed, do more damage, but, you know, whatever. This is a bleed thing. Honestly, I might want this for, like, the increased physical damage. I'm not really bleeding stuff is the thing, right? So... maybe I'll go with this. I don't really benefit from this, but I mean... whatever. So yes, quests are a big thing in this game, so my friend had to talk to him for something. I don't really benefit from these too much, but... he needs that for a quest, by the way. He needs Unstep for a quest is the thing, right? So, hooray for that. Another barrier potion. Let's use this now. I think Unstep basically lets him protect himself from damage. It should be, like, listed down here. So, take damage with the Unstaff in the first 3 turns of a single combat. That's all he has to do for this one, and it'll basically get done. Pretty easy to do. All of these item-related ones are really annoying because you actually have to get the item in question, which is not the easiest thing to do sometimes, but whatever. That's really all he needs to do, by the way. Just absorb the damage, pretty much. Oh well. Let's do that here. Yeah, this basically gives me like martial master when I basically hit stuff, but you know. Advise, yeah. I spelled that wrong, but oh well. Alright, excellent. We did that. Let's just do a little bit more damage here. Let's blur you up, so... Awesome. So now I basically get the end of this thing for the quest we're doing. Okay, we got rid of one of those guys there. Yeah, they're attacking him like crazy now, so... Good for him. He's under attack. This guy isn't quite dying here, so... There we go. I'm not sure I want to blur him, but whatever. Whoops, I meant to use this, didn't I? Oh well. Let's go up here then. Alright, they're attacking me like crazy now. Whoops, hit the wrong guy there. Now, unfortunately, with this ability here, although basically this first ability I can like teleport wherever I want to hit these guys and not worry about it, but I need to have this basically like here to like, you know, do so much damage to not get killed. So we'll do that. Let's get this right now. I'm basically focusing on the orbs here, by the way, so I'm not being greedy. It's, you know, it's how I decided my friend might. I'll basically take the orbs. He will basically just show off that character as much best he can. Let's poison these guys up here a little bit. I'm gonna move you around to here. No, I don't do that. I'm gonna do this guy, don't I? We'll do it like that, just so, like, you know, whatever. Yes, he's gonna need shields. Okay, I don't want him basically doing that because it's gonna hurt me, but whatever. I'm not getting that army damage for some reason. I don't know why, but whatever. Let's get rid of him. We'll do a little bit of that. I can't quite hit them all, so... we'll do it like that, I guess. Yay, blur. Not that we need it. More poison! Grassy's level 80. Okay, awesome. I want to get orb, like, you know, lord for, like, you know, more orbs, so... look at this one. That's not bad to get. This is good for healing my friend up because he's basically trying to get his thing there, so let's get that. I guess Vestige's points, we're gonna see sacrifice stuff. Let's use that right now. We're gonna keep this for now. Probably want to sacrifice this. Honestly, this is useless to me, so we'll get that first. I'll obviously get, like, you know, the execution basically ups and basically up my, like, you know, hex damage and such. And, like, shadow damage, so, like, basically do more damage with it. We can't afford the uncommon augment, unfortunately, so come here. And of course I get this right now. Frostbite damage now goes up, whatever. I'm gonna get this for, you know, obvious reasons. This is also good here, but I can get both. Let's get both. Awesome. Here we go on both. We'll basically interact with the fake cage here at the end.
You approach the broken cage after having successfully created a mimic of yourself. Perhaps recognizing some kinship in you with that of its previous captor, a small slot in the cage floor slides open. Inside, you find a small test tube, a sample of the creature previously held here. Mimic sample number 26.
Alright, so that's basically the quest done.
Stay bright, young queen.
He needs to complete his quest, so... That's basically the entire reason we came here, right? Is to sort of get that done. So it's now done. We'll have to speak to the Stigmatist and Nephinum next, but you know that's something we do after we basically get there. Don't figure out anything to talk to Ohm here for, but whatever. Not entirely sure why he's basically here, not basically in Silent Promenade, but there's that too. Probably press G to ping wherever you want to.